I want to know, Christian, as a mom, as a professor, you have a PhD and you're doing everything that one, like moms these days, dream of doing, right? How did you manage your personal life, your professional life, and how do you do it now? Like, how do you balance everything now?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. And I want to add on to your previous point of multitasking. When I gave my TEDx talk, they asked me, do you have slides? Do you want to
Right.
use a monitor that shows your talking points? I was very intentional and I said, absolutely no electronics, no
Wow.
slides, no talking points. I'm going to memorize everything and it's going to come from my brain. Now, think
Love.
about this, right? This is a huge commitment. You're getting on a stage. They're expecting that there's a lot of tension, a lot of pressure, that not having anything in place, that is quite a risk. And I took
Yeah.
it. And I got on stage and I
Wow.
spoke and it was beautiful. But at the end of the day, what they did after the rehearsal, they saw it. They said, we want that you are the first speaker on the event. You're going to open this because we
Oh,
know that you're bringing the energy and the confidence that we need for this particular day today, the TEDx talk. And so I did. I got up, I was the
wow.
first speaker. I gave my talk and I would love for you to, of course, to check it out. It's about PT practice. It's about my journey through discovering how my students struggled and how they basically overcame that particular struggle. My secret step plan that helped them to transform into confident leaders. And I think that really had a lot of value in preaching. It's not always about doing a lot of things at the same time. Now,
Right.
coming to your question with regard to, being a mom and showing up and how I tie all this together, I am definitely an action taker. So for me, I rather show up sometimes messy in the moment, so to
Yeah.
speak, than feeling I didn't show up at all because I wanted to wait for the moment of perfection. So when I wrote down on my to-do list the three things, and let's say it's a Friday, and every other Friday I publish my podcast episode. And I dedicate my time on Friday for the podcast episode publishing. Sometimes I feel, is this really the best episode? But I know my audience is waiting. I have to
Yes.
push publish. No matter what, I could sit there and dwell all weekend, Saturday, Sunday. I would take time away from my family, but you just have to let it go because progress always beats perfection. And so for me, that's the most important thing, that if I set on my to-do list, I'm going to publish the podcast today, I'm publishing it. And maybe that's why my podcast is ranked top 1% globally, because on the dot, every Friday, every other Friday, I push
Wow.
publish, and my audience seems to enjoy it. It's highly
Right.
ranked, it's valuable, but at the same time, there were many moments when I thought I'm not ready, but you just have to do it. You have to keep showing up. And there are so many times in your life when it is just that same situation, when you're feeling you're walking into a meeting or you're coming out of a client meeting and you're like, oh gosh, I should have maybe prepared more as something. You can be honest about it too,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you're still showing up, and just make sure you're showing up fully. That's the best thing.